I don't know if you've been following this. Maybe not. I just realized how white this room is. I mean, it's pop culture. You probably heard about it. I mean, I don't know if you've been watching this whole Drake and Kendrick. My. What a time to be alive.
Certain shit just be for the time, like perfect time.
What a time to be alive.
For the time to be alive. Like,
and for niggas that like, it's for you niggas to be like working all year on your own shit separately and like be making like, he dropped his mixtape, you drop all your mixtapes, everybody to be separate and niggas to be both hot, and then like at the height of niggas being hot, like to come together.
Yeah, that really hasn't happened. Like just at the peak of two.
Drake and Kendrick, they are rappers, sir. They are rappers. Okay, I want to make sure everybody. And I'm not acting like I know. You might bump Kendrick all the time. You might be a big Pimp a Butterfly fan.
Damn. Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, the internet's busiest music nerd. And it's time for a review of the new Kendrick Lamar album, To Pimp a Butterfly. He's gonna review it. West Coast rapper, black hippie member, Top Dog Entertainment member, Kendrick Lamar. And I've been telling you since 2011. Kendrick Lamar has something. He's got something going on.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna.
I did not expect this. I thought we'd be listening to maybe 10 songs that sounded pretty much the same. You know what I mean? Just with different lyrics and the same lady singing the chorus. You know what I mean? It's just basically. But this is a really intellectual, well thought out, artistic piece of work.
I think that is a perfect way to describe it.
And I'd have to say, powerful is what I would say. If I was some kind of columnist or something, it would be just write powerful.
Yeah,
because it's really, really powerful, and it's just right. His lyrics they're just
his poetry,
and just the way I think it's the way it flows. It's that, and I don't know if that's the term.
That is the term. Yeah,
the way he flows everything together, and it's just
Kendrick Lamar's 2015 album, To Pimp a Butterfly. I mean, where do you even start with this one? It's one of the greatest albums of all time, and today I'm gonna break down why, track by track. It's a masterpiece for three distinct reasons: the lyricism, the music, and the overall story.
But the underlying concepts, the complexity of human nature, we go through all of it. It's fearful, it's sexual, it's violent, right? It's uncomfortable. There are moments of triumph and deep self-doubt. There are moments of taking and seizing power, and there's moments when you just want to go home and you want your mother, right? There's moments when you're trapped and you can't see anything on the other side, and there's moments where you become the hammer that shatters it all down. It's the story of becoming a bad motherfucker.
Or at least connects the dots so that you can kind of see why someone would have the mindset that he has, or the mindset of people who he might be talking about or portraying on this album. He does this as he raps about black artists who are blinded by money and fame and success, while simultaneously being exploited by the music industry. He raps about living up to musical and political heroes. He raps about trying to stay in touch with his roots and his neighborhood and his friends, while being this really prominent entertainment figure. We have black pride and black confidence on this record, but also conversely, racism versus the black community and the black community versus the black community. And his lyrics are consistently witty and thoughtful and poetic and nuanced, but there are moments on here where Kendrick doesn't really mince words either. One line in particular that is actually pretty awesome, where he's talking about music critics saying that they miss when rap was about rapping. If that were the case, motherfucker, Killer Mike would be platinum. I agree.
I'm a white guy that lives on a farm, okay? I know very little of the world that was described in detail throughout this album.
Every day we do one of these, and every day in between we do one of these. I'm listening to something that I would never listen to before, and musically and spiritually, I'm changing.
Really, spiritually?
No, seriously, yeah, because we listen to different things, right? And I'm getting other people's perspective on lives that I didn't have before, and that affects me on a level that I look at things in a different light. You know what I mean? When if you read someone's poetry or read someone's book or look at their art or something like that, and you've never been in that world before, and then you see that world and you go, wow, I'm seeing it from this side now, and it just really opens you up, and I think that affects you spiritually. Maybe.
It's the story of looking out, blaming out, doing what you have to survive and to break through and to get out from wherever you came, and then maturing and going through this other process where you realize you played the victim, you weren't bringing people along with you all the time, you blamed other people, and then as you grow up and you get stronger and you believe in yourself more and you realize the power that you have, you start using it to mend fences and not break them. And empowering yourself and being an example for others then invites them to empower themselves, and it just becomes this this community for fulfilling prophecy, this thing where you become the 5 people that you spend the most time with, that you respect the most. When you become that thing, other people start to believe that they can too. I can't think of a better name or theme than to pimp a fucking butterfly. I'm scratching the surface, but all the feelings inside that I felt from childhood, adolescence, and now I'm about to be 40. And I know there's more. This elicits all of them. All of the carnal ones. All the ones that you're not supposed to talk about, not just the ones it's easy to talk about. And I needed this one today. Holy shit. I'm just going to leave it there.
Just several years ago, that Kendrick was the underdog in hip-hop, and now he's making what could possibly be the best rap record of the decade. Kendrick has remained incredibly self-aware and down-to-earth as he has gone through this artistic metamorphosis into a butterfly, or really the face of hip-hop's next generation. Kendrick is someone who I think signifies a new chapter and hopefully maybe a turn of the final page on the remnants of the bling era that have been holding on for dear life.
What an amazing piece of art.
Really, right? Yeah.
A really, really amazing piece of art from beginning to end. It's.
I'm not trying to say every artist should try to make this record. I mean, you only get so many Kendrick Lamars, so be happy with the ones that you get. But it's albums like this that people use as benchmarks in musical history, and it just happens to be fantastically enjoyable as well. I'm feeling a come in 10 on this record. Yeah.
I'm just checking. So, Drake and Kendrick's relationship actually goes back way further than people realize, because Drake brought Kendrick with him on tour when Kendrick was like just starting to pop, but Drake was already a big deal, right? And it seemed like they were cool. You see these old interviews, they're in pictures together, they have such nice things to say about each other.
Y'all stay tuned. Top power, top dog. Than I had 6 months ago, with a whole nother demographic, of people listening to my music. Definitely going to capitalize off that. Shout out to Drake.
He reached out. How did that happen?
I sat down with Drake in Toronto a while back when I did my first show out there. He called me up, and we had a few drinks, and he always said he was appreciative of my music. I've always been a fan of his music, and we've just been chopping it up since, man. And hit me up one day and said, you know what, handpicked, man. I want you to be on this tour with me. And it's a lot of artists out there, man. That could have been on that tour we're doing. For him to just sit there and respect my music, get the same mutual respect. That's a blessing within itself. So shout out to Tristan.
Rap is an ever-changing cycle, and that the change within is inevitable. So you may have had like a favorite rapper for the last 10, 15 years, and they may only have 1 or 2 albums left, and that's okay. That's just how this shit goes. But I promise you, each and every one of you are responsible for the 4 individuals on this stage, and we will rep for y'all to the day they lay us flat on our motherfucking back, nigga. What's up? like I said, this is my brother A$AP Rocky. This is my brother Kendrick Lamar. This is my brother Chasing Cash. We all ask you just one favor. Y'all keep working on being the beautiful people that you are, and we're gonna keep giving you this music that you love so much. In San Diego, thank you for one of the greatest nights of our lives, and until the next time we see you, take care!
And then along the line, something changed. Something happened. And we don't know what that thing is really, but they both started to kind of like go at each other in small ways. And some people take it all the way back to the Control verse. Kendrick did a verse in a song on, it was actually a Big Sean song. Big Sean is a rapper, sir. I just want to, all of these are just names, and I want to make sure that we're all up to speed. So he did a verse on a Big Sean song called Control.
Miscellaneous minds, never explaining the minds. Devilish grin for my alias, aliens who respond. Peddling sin, thinking maybe when you get old you realize I'm not gonna fold or demise. I don't smoke crack, motherfucker, I sell it. Bitch, everything I rap is a quarter piece to your melon. So if you have a relapse, just relax and pop in my disc. Don't you pop me no fucking pill, I'ma pop you, then give you this. Tell Flex to drop a bomb on this shit. So many bombs ring the alarm like Vietnam on this shit. So many bombs make Farrakhan think that's a dime in this bitch. One at a time I line them up and bomb on their mom when she watching the kids. I'm in a destruction mode if the gold exists. I'm impotent like the Pope, I'm a Muslim on poke. I'm Machiavelli's offspring, I'm the king of New York, king of the coast. One hand I juggle them both. The juggernauts all in your juggler, you take me for jokes. Live in the basement, church pews and funeral faces. Cartier bracelets, for my women friends I'm in Vegas. Who the fuck y'all thought it's supposed to be? If Phil Jackson came back, still no coaching Mick. I'm uncoachable, I'm unsociable. Fuck y'all clubs, fuck y'all bitches. Show Instagram can gobble these nuts. Gobble a dick up to your hiccup, my big homie corrupt. This the same flow that put the rap game on the crutch. West. I seen niggas transform like villain Decepticons. Miley's probably turn these niggas to fucking Lindsay Lohan. A bunch of rich ass white girls looking for parties, playing with Barbies. Wreck the Porsche before you give them the car key. Judgment to the monarchy, blessings to Paul McCartney. You call me a black beetle, I'm either that or a Marley. I don't smoke crack, motherfucker, I sell it. I'm dressed in all black, this is not for the fan of Elvis. I'm aiming straight for your pelvis. You can't stomach me, you plan on stumping me. Bitch, I've been jumping for you, put a gun on me. Bitch, I put one on yours, I'm Sean Connery. James Bond with none of you niggas climbing 100 mil in front of me. And I'm gon' get it even if you're in the way. And if you're in it, better run for peace sake.
But it blew up so much, it became Kendrick's verse. It became the Control verse, which is crazy. And
I heard the barbershops being great debates all the time about who's the best MC, Kendrick, Jigga, and Nas. Eminem, Andre 3000, the rest of y'all, new niggas, just new niggas, don't get involved. And I ain't rocking no more designer shit. White tees and Nike Cortez, this red Corvette synonymous.
In that verse, he went at everybody. He called people out by name.
I'm usually homeboys with the same niggas I'm rhyming with, but this is hip-hop and them niggas should know what time it is. And that goes for Jamaica, Big Crit, Wale, Pusha T, Meek Mills, A$AP Rocky, Drake.
You know?
Big Sean, J Electron, Tyler McMillan.
And he said, I got love for you all, but I'm trying to murder you.
I got love for you all, but I'm trying to murder you niggas.
I'm trying to make sure that your fans don't even love you anymore. They love me so much.
Trying to make sure your core fans never heard of you niggas. They don't want to hear not one more noun or verb from you niggas.
I'm coming for the crown. I'm coming for everything, right?
Cause what is competition? I'm trying to raise the bar high. Who's trying to jump and get it? You're better off trying to skydive out the exit window with 5 G5s with $5 grand with your granddad as the pilot. He drunk as fuck trying to land with a handful of arthritis and popping prosthetic leg bumping Pac in the cockpit. So the shit that pops in his head is an option of violence. Someone heard the stewardess said that your parachute is a latex condom up to a dread. West Coast.
And just about everybody thought that it was actually pretty dope. It was actually like, okay, hip-hop as a sport. Like hip-hop as, you know, a fun thing, a contest to see who's actually the best. Because everybody calls themselves the best on every song. Eventually, someone has to be the best. You know, every rapper believes that they're the best, and they say so in their music. A lot like how one city will have several First Baptist churches. When you look around, you're like, one of y'all has to actually be first, right? How can y'all even all claim to be first? This is confusing. You know? And so he releases the Control verse. Now, this is something, maybe this is where it started. It's where a lot of people say it started, but maybe it was something else.
If you're going to grasp the true artistry at work that Kendrick is giving us, you need to understand the full timeline of events and where First Blood actually occurred. You also have to know that Buried Alive is actually a diss, and that song ends up on Drake's album where Kendrick Lamar literally compares him to R. Kelly. Because Drake doesn't actually write his own raps, and his team didn't understand the words that were being presented to them on that song. So First Blood actually happens on Buried Alive. Then they go on the Club Paradise tour, and Kendrick Lamar really sees Drake being the phony that he is. He's not a hip-hop artist. He is a pop artist masquerading as hip-hop. He then comes home to write Good Kid, Mad City and starts producing it. When you think about Good Kid, Mad City, the features on that album include his best friend J-Rock, MC8, who's a Compton legend, Dr. Dre, who's a Compton legend, Anna Wise, and Mary J. Blige, and Drake. Who is the odd man out in that group? It's Drake. A week before Good Kid, Mad City, he drops The Heart Part 3, where he says, I never thought your favorite rapper would want a verse from me. He got hit 25 times with a K. Then asks you, the listener, at the end of the song, are you going to let hip-hop die on October 22nd when Good Kid, Mad City drops? Because these messages are buried alive. His message is literally buried alive, and it's coded because he can't speak openly. He even continues to take shots at Drake on effing Problem when he says, girl, I'm Kendrick Lamar, a.k.a. to me, Benz is just a car. That's a reference to the Mercedes-Benz that Drake pulls up in on Buried Alive. And now everybody and their mother on this app will tell you that it starts on Control. This is where the beef really starts. No. Look at the names being mentioned inside the Control verse around Drake's name. Big Crit, Jermaine Cole, Wale, Pusha T, Meek Mills, A$AP Rocky, Drake, Big Sean, J Electron, Tyler McMiller. All of those artists are also producers who produce their own music. The only odd man out in that group of men is Drake. And then Kendrick records the BET Cypher, where he stops and high-fives Schoolboy Q and says,
I hate y'all. I do anything to replace y'all. Shout out to Face Mob. A ghetto boy till I'm unemployed with a day job. And kicking boxes. I kick ass and then kick knowledge. I'm way more polished than 99% of the scholars you thought had graduated. I'm the master that masturbated on your favorite MC until the industry had wanted me assassinated. You either corny or an opportunist. I let you eat, now go back to church and steal crackers at communion. What are we doing? I'm about to crack the Da Vinci Code. Yeah, and nothing been the same since they dropped Control and tucked the sense of the rapper back in his pajama clothes. Ha ha, joke's on you, high five. I'm bulletproof, your shots will never penetrate. Pin a tail on a donkey, boy, you been a fake. I got my thumb on hip-hop and my foot in the back of your ass. Aftermath get the last.
He's talking about Drake and what he did to him on the song Poetic Justice.
I serve niggas like Master Jeffrey, jump on his curb, turn the shotty to a verb. If you let me, you know I'm a killer. I'm on your head, you know I'm a killer. The West Coast, Costa Nostra, under oath till it's over, you're over O's. So what the fuck? I fuck you niggas up, I fuck you niggas up. She sucking you, and duck you niggas like when I want. You go at us, you're going fucking nuts, acting irrational. Pop you to pop an animal, know the drill like a lateral, nigga. I'm more Pappy Mason and Pastor Mason, pacing back and forth, racing my thoughts on embracing dates. I spilled blood on my apron, cooking this shit up. I feel like some of y'all is hating. Quite frankly, your bitch booty should thank me for grabbing it. Turn these hood rats to actresses where the magic trick accidents never happen when murder's involved. Immaculate tactics will follow me. If you need me, just call on me. I say, hold up, wait a minute. Your career ain't shit unless you got some Kendrick in it. You ain't no room is left on my unless you look like George Sparks. Take my mark on that. Come on. Hollywood's been good to me. Little hood nigga used to pawn mom's jewelry. Family jewels big as fuck, and I got the balls to say it. Balls deep, balling out till Sparta need a replacement. I'm out chill. The west of your mouth chill. Invest in a vest of Vietnam vet when you out near. The white court building spilling this Merlot, filling women of Verco, pimp the industry. Mimic these Stacey Adams and fur coats. Shook. You're scared to death. You're scared to look in the mirror when Kendrick is near you. King Kendrick.
But Drake seemed to take some sort of issue with the love that Kendrick was getting for that verse, with him being called out, even though he's someone that helped, Kendrick out in the beginning. But even in interviews, Kendrick explained himself. He said,
Big Boy's Neighborhood. All right, now Kendrick Lamar is in the neighborhood, man. It is crazy because we just had this anniversary of Control. It's crazy that people think like, oh yeah, it's the anniversary.
1 year.
It's anniversary.
Did you know when you went in, and we asked you this and you've been asked, but did you know when you went in just to do that verse?
Honestly.
That it would take and it would have this kind of impact on music?
No. I didn't know until after, you see the hooray and hoorah about it. The fact that hip hop hasn't been shaken up in a long time. When I went in and did the verse, I thought I was just having fun, and these cats I know, and I'm calling out and we having fun.
Right. These are my comrades.
Yeah. So, but I see how the world took it and flipped the media. I realized, okay, it has been 10, 15 years before it's been some type of shaking up in the game. Yep.
He said, like, this is a contest to see who's the best. It's all love, right?
Now we can't, and I don't want to go. I mean, it's been already there. But were there cats like how some cats was like they wasn't cool with it, others got fired. Then people that didn't even have their name in there wanted to have their name in there. You know what I'm saying? Where are you at with a lot of the cats now, like the J. Cole's of the world or the Drakes of the world? Where are you guys at now?
Same place. It's all love from the moment I did the verse to after the verse. You know what I mean? I think hip hop is a sport, so you're gonna have these little spits and spats, and it's all good because personally I respect these dudes as as people. You know what I mean? So outside of that, it's really nothing.
Specifically, where are you at, like with the J. Cole? Specifically, where are you at with the Drake or so on and so forth?
I respect their music for sure. I respect them as individuals and creators, and I think what the media tried to do is insane because they take these black young brothers and really try to clash it and make bump heads, and that's not right. That's how I look at it. I think it's not right, and I think that's why it's great to really show people how we support one another because hip hop was something that wasn't supposed to be here for this long. I'm sure you know, Big.
Yes, sir.
And the more we do that, the more they'll try to tear it down.
I heard that. We got Kendrick Lamar in the neighborhood, Big Boy's neighborhood.
But Drake has. I'm trying to be fair.
Five, man. We're in the basement of NYU somewhere, man, with Drizzy Drake, man. The Don. What's up, Drake?
Feel good, man.
I reached out to you, man, about doing this Crown thing, with live audience. Everybody's excited.
It's actually not true. I reached out to you about doing the Crown thing. Sometimes there is things that you have to say, and a lot of the times when I get interviewed, I don't get to say those things. I'm sure you have some controversial questions that I'm like 150%, like ready to answer tonight.
But when it comes to raps, I spend a lot of time on it, man. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, that's all off the top, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
Cypher sounds heavy.
Cypher.
Juanito is on the camera shooting the movie.
Yeah.
In HD.
Yeah. Young. What up?
1080p's the film. Available on DVD Monday.
Yeah.
Drake, what's good, my brother?
I'm here, man. I'm ready. I remember listening the last time I listened to one of these Flex.
What's good?
The boy said something. He said, Flex, let me touch the city, let him know where it's at. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Can I do that?
You want to do that?
Can I do that?
Hold up. Turn his mic up a little bit.
Can I do that?
Turn his mic up.
Can I do that?
Okay, tell him yeah.
New York, New Jersey. I'm here. Toronto, Canada, I'm in here.
Oh.
All the way from.
All the way?
Degrassi, all the way from.
Let me situate this.
Yeah. All the way from it. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Or writing on your notes. You write on your phone? Like I write on my notes on my phone like majority of the time. Sometimes like I'll just hear something immediately and I can kind of freestyle it, but for the most part, like I gotta write on my phone. So were there any good things that came out? I know, obviously we know about the Drake and Quentin situation, but what were the good things that happened from you working with Drake or just working in that camp in general? Like what were some things you took from it you still got today? It was a golden time in my life, a lot of great experiences. I got to meet a lot of people and shit, man, it stamped me in the game, man. I can't lie. It kind of, stamped me a little bit in the game and opened some doors for me, so. And I got a good relationship with Boy Wonder, so. Okay. Shout out to Boy Wonder.
It's one of those things.
You should get into a rap battle.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I think that would be great.
I feel like that's just. I feel like those things are of the moment.
Yeah, but you are. you're qualified.
Yeah, no, I'm.
You know
Oh
what
no,
I'm saying? Like
I'd hold it down.
You'd be enjoyable.
Yeah, but I do like I really do this like as far as writing goes, and it would have to be warranted because it would be scathing. The bars would be scathing. I can't just do it out of. I can't be the first one. You know, I'm always
You wouldn't do it for sport ever?
like just to call someone out.
Like no, like after Kendrick's thing, you wouldn't. I noticed you didn't really get into that too much. So
I just like I don't know. It just wasn't real to me. It's like I saw him after that, and it was just like love. So it's like, was that real or was that just like for the people? You know what I mean?
I think it's a sparring kind of sport.
Yeah, you do a great job. But when you talk down, like, I don't listen to your new shit. Don't ask for my take on it. Your shit is not that inspiring.
Yeah.
I gotta kill off the weak shit that got y'all excited.
Yep. I'm
It's
good
a
at
very.
that,
It's a. You doing it now? You killed him?
No, I mean like no. I'm saying like I like to get like. What are you asking exactly? I don't understand.
Well, no, it's the competition in hip hop. I mean, obviously, you know, when you make those kind of records and you're making those statements and you're competing, are you deferring to specific things, or it's just about making the most boldest, strong statement that you can about your craft, the way you stand?
When I say something, I mean it. You know, like I'm not just saying it to be like this sounds cool. I'm gonna write this down. Like yeah, of course I mean it. Like it's just like I understand that people need something new to love. That is just natural human like desire, you know. And when it comes, like, you know, it's like the same way people be like, man, you know, you got to get back on that So Far Gone shit. That was your. It's just like, what is that to you though? Is it? Do I have to get back to sounding like that, or was that a time marker in your life when you were in college dating this girl and you got that mixtape and nobody knew about Drake, and now you know and you want that moment back. I can't give you that moment anymore. I can keep giving you great music. We can keep growing. We can keep understanding each other. But it's tough for me to go back there, you know. So as far as like making those statements, I don't know what I was saying about that.
The language. Why
No,
the language feel right? You got Stun on there too.
No, wait, hold on. I was making a point. Hold on, Elliot. Give me a second. Yeah, I don't know, man. Fuck everybody, man. Shit.
No, I mean, yeah, I think anything you're saying, I mean, you know best about your experience. I know, and I know this is something that you probably get these same questions all the time. But before, you know, meeting you, you know, obviously I knew about you from a fan standpoint, and then I knew about you from just learning more through other people, asking around.
Sure.
I honestly think you took a W out of the situation, because I think you got a lot of experience out of it, and I think, like you said, it stamped you. So, how did you value your work then when you were writing, you know, for Drake? Like at that time, were you looking at your writing skills as like, okay, Drake said I'm nice with the pen, I'm nice, or were you like, nah, I'm Quentin Miller coming in this room, I'm already nice? Like, how did you value your work then when you were working around them?
Man, that was a long time ago, man. Shout out to Drake. Shout out to Wonder.
Okay.
Good times.
Cool.
Well, I'm just like, if you talk about, like someone yelled out Kendrick. It seems like nowadays people want to build Kendrick.
Nobody yelled out Kendrick. You just heard that in your head. When you go to sleep, you just hear somebody be like, Kendrick Lamar.
Here's what's funny about you and Kendrick Lamar. It's like people forget you had him on Take Care. You had him on Buried Alive. You talked about a meeting that you guys had where you kind of was schooling him on the game. And there's a great line about how he realized he's the same age as you, and it made him rude and impatient. So it's almost like it's very foreshadowing. You know, he ended up making a great record, Good Kid, Mad City. Just the connection.
Phenomenal album, by the way. Phenomenal album. Yeah, round of applause.
And then now he takes a competitive stance with a verse like Control. And then you said that, you know, he's not murdering you in any platform. But, you know, that's where that rivalry, that's where people want to try to build. That's if you want to try to build a rivalry. Like, what's your take on that? Do you feel like that they're trying to create a competition that he's not on your level because of your accomplishments? Like, do you feel like they're trying to hype this up and elevate it too much?
Nah, I feel like that's it. It's like, you know, he's the new guy to love, and of course, I mean, rightfully so. He's super talented, you know. But thank you. But he's but he's like, you know, he is the underdog that's extremely hungry. You know what I'm saying? And he's doing his thing really well. And that verse he's giving people like moments, you know, like that verse was a moment to talk about. Are you listening to it now at this point in time? Okay. And then, but it was real cool for like, you know, a couple weeks. But like, if I ask you, for example, like, how does that verse start?
You ain't gonna say nothing else before, we continue to party?
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna just need a moment of silence for this. I see dead people.
No, do you remember?
No, and like, now mind you, it'll go on in Complex and Rap Radar, give it like verse of the millennium and all that shit or whatever. But like, I'm just saying, it's like, I remember like somebody like asking me, or maybe it was you that was like, is Kendrick Lamar your biggest competition like in this generation or whatever? And I think that Kendrick has like the utmost potential, man. Like, I see Kendrick tomorrow, I'm gonna dap him. I didn't feel the way about that verse. I get it. I get the moment. Like, he's a good guy. And like, I know that verse had no malice behind it because I saw him 5 days later at the VMAs and it was all love. So it's like, he didn't come on there on some wild, like, yeah, I'm in New York, fuck everybody, don't look at me. Like,
I'm the king.
So it was, it was one of those things, it's like, I almost wish he had come in there on that shit because I kind of lost like a little respect for the sentiment of the verse. If it's really fuck everybody, then it needs to be fuck everybody. It just can't be halfway for the sake of the people. But you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, that's just how I feel.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, then let it be real then, because those were harsh words, right? So it's like, you can't just say that and then see me and be like, yeah, man, what's up? Pretending like nothing ever happened. Like, that's not real. To me, that's not like the nature of battling. I mean, there's passion behind it. There's anger behind it, and I personally enjoy making like great music and bodies of work over like being the talk of Twitter for like 5 days,
But you seem just now a little irritated by it. No?
Really?
Yeah, just by even saying that it was those harsh words, it seemed like maybe it irritated you for a second. Is that wrong?
No, it's just like, I mean, coming from that situation, it was unexpected. I wouldn't like. It's sort of like in working your way up and sort of building relationships. I wouldn't expect you to like throw all the relationships out the door for the sake of, like I said, being like the talk of the internet for 10 days, and then it's like now this like everyone's gonna forget about. I mean, people don't even care about it anymore.
So true.
But now, especially this week, it's like, yeah, okay, moving on. Like, I don't know if it was worth it, because there's a lot of people that were mentioned that I feel like can't really go back and fuck with that guy after that. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I shouldn't have cussed.
No, it's okay. I enjoy it. Get into it, Drake. Go.
But no, people
think you're too nice. That's the problem. You gotta curse a little bit more.
Nah, but anyway, I mean, for me, it was cool. I feel like the verse was great, and I understand what
as a fan, I would enjoy a Drake and Kendrick kind of sparring session.
Well, I'm sure you would.
Yeah, I would. I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? You want me to lie to you about this?
No, that's good. That's good. I understand it. I understand it. I never thought Kendrick, but there's a couple other people I thought would have called my name by now that I never did. But
is that what you're waiting for, the name call?
I'm waiting for it. I'm ready for it. Not waiting for it, but I'm ready for it.
Nice.
I'm not the guy, but there's a reason why they don't call my name. I'm not the guy. I'm not the one.
I like when you talk crazy, Drake.
I'm not talking crazy. I'm being honest.
I know. I like that.
I'm not the one.
I think people think you're nice, too nice.
Oh, I am a very nice guy. That's how I was raised. I'm a cordial, very nice guy. I don't like confrontation, but I'm also not the guy, especially when it comes to rap. I'm ready.
Talk that shit. Drake.
But I'm just ready. That's just real.
But anyway, like, I still like, when it comes to competition, I'm more worried about consistency. I'm more worried about bodies of work. I'm talking about hit records. I'm talking about, I'm basically talking about like, there's one guy who's up every night thinking about how to get better and how to do things bigger. And that's Kanye West. He's like, he's always gonna be the guy that's trying to outthink and outdo, everybody. So for me, that would be like, that's my guy that I aspire to surpass, you know what I mean? And as far as Kendrick goes, like, I can't wait to see what he does, because now it's time to show and prove. And consistency it's been one album. Consistency is like, you need more than one album, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's time to show and prove, and I look forward to seeing what he does, man. He's fucking super talented. So yeah, cheers to Kendrick Lamar.
All right.
Drake has a lot of feelings, and you can tell because he has a lot of albums. And there are feelings on every one of those albums, and some people don't have several albums worth of feelings. Some people only have 4 or 5 albums worth of feelings, And some people decide when to let it out, and he just lets it out on a pretty tight schedule, a pretty regimented schedule of release to let out all of his feelings, And
you can hear me reflecting on things but not longing for them. I think this album, I may touch on those things, and I touch on those things for the sake of like the fact that, you know, I try and make like a life soundtrack. You know, people like, if I didn't write about my life, people may say about me like, oh man, you know, everything's so emotional, but like if I didn't write about that, like what the fuck else would I write about? No, but
And he said, he's like, I just didn't like it. It didn't feel sincere. I just didn't vibe with the whole thing. Because then I saw him later and he was all nice to me. Yeah. He said in his interview, it was all love. It's just a contest. And then from there, they had like a weirdness. And then there's like little things. You can listen to certain songs where Drake seems to be like digging right at Kendrick, but in a way where you have to really look at it and wonder, right? Not saying his name. And then Kendrick even does a little bit of the same. But even after a little bit of this had kicked off, they still worked together one or two more times, right? Because Drake was on Good Kid, Mad City, Kendrick's album, and Kendrick was on Take Care. So there's still at least a professional relationship there to some degree, right? Fast forward a few years, and Drake's really big. And when I say really big, he's like what Bad Bunny is now, he was back then, like top in the world, right? Everybody wanted to be Drake. Everybody wanted to sing a little bit of Drake. He was #1 on Spotify. Every time he released, it was a big deal. And so some people, admittedly, were very jealous of Drake. You know, there were people who started to go at Drake a little bit. And Drake is a good writer. He may have writers that he works with. He may have... But he's also good. It's like when he's making music, everyone in the room is good. That's... I'm trying to give him his I'm trying to be objective, and y'all are trying to lean me in a way that's... But he's good, and so, you know, Meek Mill is a rapper. Sorry, Meek Mill. Because that one wasn't a name. I just want to make sure that at no point you don't think that this is like punctuation or anything, because the names are going to get weirder as I go, right? Okay. Meek Mill came at Drake, and Drake really, truly, even if you hate Drake, Drake destroyed Meek Mill.
Niggas are snitching on us without no interrogation. I stay silent cause we are one, I'm very patient. 6 guys is watching, I just hope you're prepared to face them. I'm charged up. I'm charged up. Oh man. Back I'm Jordan, 96, 97. When I look back, I might be mad that I gave this attention. But it's weighing heavy on my conscience. Yeah, and fuck you left the boy no options. I wanna see my niggas go insane. You gon' make me step out of my fucking frame. You gon' make me buy bottles and show them, man. You gon' make me go out of my fucking way. I waited 4 days, nigga, wait, I left. I drove here in the rain, playing it. I'm not sure what it was that really made y'all mad, but I guess this is what I gotta do to make y'all rap. I mean, can't fool the city, man, they know what's up. Second floor just getting shoulder rough. Guess we gotta think that I don't write enough. Niggas mad cause I got the Midas touch. You love that you gotta get a world tour. It's not a world tour, or a girl tour. I know that you gotta be a thought for it. This ain't what she meant, but she told you to open up more. Yeah, trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers. Yeah, you get body by a second nigga. I'm not the type of nigga that a type of niggas. But shut up, all my balls, bitches, white for niggas. They tell that man to ease up. I get another one. You still ain't getting shit about the other one. Got the drink, get me going back to back. Yeah, I'm going back to back. I got the drink, get me going back to back. Yeah, I'm going back to back. Look, I don't wanna hear about this ever again. Not even when she tell them that they better as friends. Not even when you say it, Drizzy, tell them again. I've been putting on the show, it was a sellout event. Oh, you need better seating. Toronto, I didn't want to do it, gave me every reason. The point I'm trying to make is I don't ever need them. See what you do for fame or what you do for freedom, please. Check them for a while or an earpiece, please. Please do not let these niggas near me, please. Think before you call for the great one, please. Who's a real nigga and who ain't
more days. Somebody stop. I'm talking mostly, one and once. I got the fest for 5 days and it's my shit. Soon as a nigga hit the stage, they gon' ask if I can play the shit back to back. Yeah, they want it back to back. They gon' ask if I can play the shit back to back. I took a break of views, now it's back to that, nigga. You did it to yourself, boy. I'll never let nobody disrespect my city and everything that we stand for. Let's go. I hear the talk on road is I'm shit, boy. Phone call back home. Shit is happening in 6, boy.
He destroyed Meek Mill so bad that Meek Mill had to go back to jail just to level out some of that street cred. Because if you remember, Meek Mill went back to jail for a while on like this weird aspect of probation that they even tried to get changed as a law. So then Meek Mill became this like face of changing incarceration and changing the criminal justice system, everything, because he had to do something else for a little while because Drake really ate him up. All right.
When I actually got sentenced to the 2 to 4 years, it stemmed back from what I actually was found guilty for, a crime that I did not commit. I don't know if anybody watch like social media, what happens to young black men when you even flash a gun. You don't even have to point a gun at a police officer in America right now, and you know, sometimes them situations turn out tragic. And you know, as life went on in my cell, you know, I just told my friends like, yo, let's go look at this case from the beginning. Let's go check into it. And we had investigators check into this case top to bottom. Most of the people that even arrested me, testified on me, were found guilty for lying, of a criminal activity, and actually a bunch of people got let out due to the investigating these police officers.
It's interesting that your case and your story became, in many ways, what opened up a Pandora's box. People talk about how America's criminal justice system is broken.
Yeah.
But now it had a face. Meek Mill, here he was successful, he was selling albums, he was rich, he was doing well, but yeah, even he became a victim to the system.
Musician Meek Mill's voice is a familiar sound in the hip-hop world, but now he wants to use it to change the criminal justice system. Flanked by a group of very high-profile supporters, Mill announced the launch of the Reform Alliance.
Every time I started to further my life, every year or two, it was something that always brought me back to ground zero, and it was probation. And I always wondered what happened to the people that was in situations worse than mine. I'm here to speak for the people who don't have a voice.
In 2017, Mill was sentenced to serve 2 to 4 years in state prison for a minor probation violation after a decade-old gun and drug possession conviction. After public protest and legal appeals, he was released after serving 5 months.
I'm like one of the lucky ones.
Do you think that now, without wanting it, you've now taken on that mantle of being an advocate for criminal justice reform?
Yeah, I kind of think it was placed on my lap. The basis of it, like people used to say, like, it's not about him. No, it's not about me. It's actually about, I got found guilty at 18 for a crime I didn't do. I'm 31 years old. I've never been back to prison for a crime ever again in my life. And I was sentenced to a 2 to 4 year sentence at 31 years old when I'm at a successful stage in my life. So you gotta imagine people who grew up in bad environments who get put on probation probably for petty things and long-term probations.
Right. A lot of people don't realize that the probation, it basically re-ups every single time. So you're basically in this world where it's like, this is your probation, but then something small can happen. You can have an altercation with the cops where you didn't do something wrong, but the cops, and now now it's more and more and more, and you're basically permanently at risk of going back to prison. And
so more time passes, and there's still not much between Kendrick and Drake in this moment, right? And then Drake gets into it. And I want to be clear, because a lot of people sometimes feel bad for Drake in a way that I want to be clear. He does start a lot of this stuff. He does like have a little thing in a song that implies that your wife is unfaithful, and then when you come at him directly, he's like, what's with all the hate? I'm all love. It's like, no. The best way I can describe it is that Drake kind of fights like a cat. And some rappers fight like dogs. And so, you know, he'll do a little paw and he'll be like, what's the issue? And so Drake went at Pusha T, which was a true mistake. This is the thing about people like Pusha T, right? You don't want to mess with anyone who's actually had a hard life. You know, like, Drake grew up in Canada, grew up with, like, it's just, this is my thing. A lot of people come at Drake for, they come in a way I don't like. They come at him in this, like, colorism way where he's like, you're not really black because you're half white. I don't roll with any of that. I just truly think, but you see what I'm talking about. I'm not, y'all are trying to get me to do something I'm not doing. I'm just saying it's very hard for a rapper to seem hard, right? When they have not been through what other rappers have been through. Like, it's hard to go hard when everybody knows you had health care. Because I'm not saying there aren't hardened criminals in Canada. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that if somebody knows that anytime you were sick, you could call a doctor, it just takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of, like, I'll kill you. It's like, yeah, but if I hurt you, you go to a doctor immediately. Like, so anyway, Kendrick is still off doing his thing, releasing amazing music, but Drake gets into it with Pusha T, which was a mistake because he told Pusha T, he's like, I got more money than you, I got more women than you, I'm more famous than you'll ever be. And then Pusha T said, you have a son. He released the fact that Drake had a son, which people didn't know, on a track that's cover was Drake in blackface. Everything about what Pusha T did to Drake is why you don't get involved with people like Pusha T. You're like, a part of me felt bad for Drake. Drake was probably like jawing at the mouth and everything and didn't know he'd do research. It's like, Drake is sitting there like, guys, I thought we were rhyming. I thought we were making music. What is this? And so anyway, now Drake perceivably takes care of his son. And, whatever. And so fast forward some more, and you would think that Drake had sort of learned his lesson of, like, man, I shouldn't throw stones when I might have a lot of kids. And for his part, I will say this, for his part, every time somebody comes at Drake, he does come at them pretty hard, pretty heavy. And he does release music that his fans love, and there are a lot of his fans. I'm saying that's something that I thought about going into this thing, where I was like, he always does really try to, like, give you something, but what he gives is twofold. Drake is usually trying to give you that sort of earworm, trying to give you that thing that takes you to a place beyond the beef. So now people will still play back to back and songs that were responses to beefs he's had in the past, just as songs to enjoy, And so this year, Drake and J. Cole started, they started doing appearances together. Like, J. Cole would pop up at Drake's concert. And J. Cole is also someone who I genuinely believe is one of the most talented, phenomenal, musically inclined artists that I've encountered. I really enjoy his music. I don't know him as a person, and I think he's amazing, right? So he is on a couple of Drake songs after they appeared together last year, and it made me listen to those songs. I was like, oh, J. Cole, okay, because I admittedly I hadn't listened to Drake in a long time because I only have a certain amount of feelings. I feel like I got pretty far. I feel like I listened to several albums, and then at a certain point I was like, I feel grown, like, And anyway, they do a song together, and then they do a song called First Person Shooter. And in First Person Shooter, they're going back and forth about how great the era is and how great they are. And First Person Shooter is a fantastic song, right? And then J. Cole in the song says, you'll forgive me if I'm getting it wrong, but he says, maybe something like, we're the top, top 2, 3, okay. And then he was like, is it Kendrick, is it Aubrey, or me? Because we're the big 3, like we start the league. But right now I feel like Muhammad Ali, right? And I guess Kendrick heard that and took it as a personal affront.
Love when they argue the hardest MC. Is it K-Dot, is it Aubrey or me? We the big 3 like we started a league.
No, nigga. No. No. No.
Sensational.
I wouldn't have felt that. Like if 2 people were like, man, we're the best ever, and Josh is great too, and I wasn't even there, I would be like, oh, thanks. But I'm not built like Kendrick, you know? And so then later we would also find out that apparently Drake tried to get Kendrick on that track. So he knew it was coming up and he didn't want any part of it. And then I guess he hated that he was mentioned. So then Metro Boomin and Future are rappers.
Hey, young Metro, don't trust you. I'm gonna shoot you.
Because that could have been a label name. I'm not making fun of you at all. I'm just making sure everybody is up to speed. And you're right in front of me. That's all that's happening, right? So Metro Boomin and Future, you know, they release an album called We Don't Trust You, and on it is a track called Like That. Now, Like That is where Kendrick does essentially the control effect on this song. He does a verse that really made me forget it was a song. I don't know what anyone else said on the song.
These niggas talking out of their neck. Don't put no coffin out of your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for a threat. Hey, let's get it, bro. DOT, the money, power, respect. The last one is better. Say yes, a lot of goofies with a check. I mean, I hold them sentiments symbolic. My temperament bipolar, I choose violence. Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Niggas clicking up, but they not be legit. No 40 water, tell them. Yeah, get up with me. Fuck sneak diss and first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like fuck rap. This Melly Mel if I had to. Got 2 T's with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. It's up.
Right? And on the song, he says, fuck.
Lost too many soldiers not to play it safe. If he walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre 3K. Think I won't drop the location. I still got PTSD. Motherfuck the big 3. Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga, boom. I'm really like that. Be your best work is a light pack. Nigga, Prince outlived Mike Jack. Nigga, boom. For all your dogs getting buried. That's a K with all these 9s. He gon' see Pet Cemetery, nigga.
Dope dealer selling dope. Is you like that? Kicking doors, kicking in doors. Is you like that?
Fuck the big 3, it's just big me, right? Which is also, hey, I've always said I want to be the best. I've said it from day one. As soon as people started interviewing me, I said I want to be the best. As soon as people started listening to my music, I said I wanted to be the best. This is not out of character for me. This is the same thing I did 10 years ago, right? So just for me, if it were me, if I was one of them, if I was Drake and I heard fuck the big 3, it's just big me, I also wouldn't take it as a personal affront. Because there were other things in the song where he came at Drake specifically. He didn't really have much for J. Cole. And yeah, it just sat for a while. It sat, and everybody was like, ooh, what are Drake and Cole gonna do? And then Cole was actually, I think, the first one to release. He released this song that he's since taken down called 7 Minute Drill, and he went at Kendrick in the song. And then he took it down, and a lot of people clowned him for it, but it's something that even, I'm not being a revisionist here. I said this when it happened. I was like, I respect the fact that he took it down because it's not something he really wanted to do. And the internet is all gas, no brakes. The internet will get you to mess up your life. Do you know what I mean? People you don't know are like, I wouldn't take that if I was you. What you gonna do? Huh? Do something, huh?
Personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
Huh? People who are very safe at home, I wouldn't. If I was you, ooh, I go at his neck. I'd eat him alive if I was you. Do something, Jermaine. Do it. And so he took it down, and he even said, he's like, I didn't feel like doing it, so it's not even good. I kind of just went at him a little bit, and it's true. In the song, he doesn't even say anything that bad. He's just like, one of your albums was boring. I won't even say which one. And then he took it down because he said, I don't know, this felt corny. And I respected the hell out of that. Very few men, grown men, famous men, powerful men, very few ever apologize. Very few ever apologize without being made to, with the threat of losing their money, losing their fame, losing something. Very few men. So I respect that, and people clowned him to no end. But then the actual beef between Drake and Kendrick started, and that was a lot. Because Drake released a song called Push-Ups, and he didn't just go at Kendrick, he went at a bunch of people and, implied that Kendrick's wife was unfaithful, that his son might not be his and everything. And people are like, ooh, what's Kendrick gonna do? What's gonna happen, right? And then, he releases another song, and this song is AI. This song is Drake with the late Tupac and Snoop Dogg, and it's going at Kendrick. And some people had their feelings about that. But then, oof. On a random morning, I was, it was right about the time I was supposed to say my prayers anyway. You know your morning prayers? Your thank your God for waking me up this morning, right? And Kendrick dropped a song called Euphoria. And I think when it happened, a lot of people, including me, was like, oh, this is an actual rap beef now in the way that we had in the 90s. These dudes do not like each other. And Kendrick says he hates him in the song. He says, I hate you. He said it a lot. He said, I hate you a lot. He did artistically, but he was like, ooh, I hate you. Ooh. Ooh, I hate you. Ooh, right?
We ain't gotta get personal, this a friendly fade, you should keep it that way. I know some shit about niggas that make gonna wanna look like a saint. This ain't been about critics, not about gimmicks, not about who the greatest. It's always been about love and hate. Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress, I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct. We hate the bitches you fuck, cause they confuse themselves with real women. Then notice I said we, it's not just me, I'm what the culture feeling.
And, woof. It was a lot, right? And then, Drake released, actually, no, Kendrick released one. He released so many, I actually lost count. So then he released a song that I didn't even get to fully digest because he released, and then Drake released his response. And this was what Drake had been waiting for. This was all these, in my opinion, all these years of I was nice to you, and then you came at everybody, including me, and all I'm doing is writing my feelings down in albums and making money. And I just want to be number one. I just want to be the best with feelings. I want to be the best. And so he just took everything that he had, and he put it in a song called Family Matters, right? And 20 minutes later, Kendrick released a song called Meet the Grams, which is a real play off Family Matters. And he had said in 616 before, he was like, have you ever thought about the fact that people in your camp are working for me, that everyone hates you so much they feed me information about you, and that there's no way that you're gonna win this because I write so many songs, because all I do is hang out with my wife and my kids and I write, right? This is all that I do. I enjoy this. This is my favorite thing to do, is just sit at home and hate you and write songs about you and how much I hate you. So I can go forever. This will never be over. We can chill. We can just go back and forth, and I'll release 20 for every one that you release. You keep saying that it's a 1v20, and it is. It's one of you and it's 20 songs of me every single day until the both of us.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct. We hate the bitches you fuck, cause they confuse themselves with real women. Then notice I said we, it's not just me, I'm what the culture feeling.
This is old black man hate. You gotta understand, this doesn't happen. This doesn't happen with people under 60 almost ever. This is old. We knew each other during the civil rights movement hate that he brought to this battle. And Drake was like, guys, I thought we were rhyming. And in Meet the Grams, he laid it down. He started the song by talking to Drake's son. Being like, I'm sorry that's your father. Genuinely, I'm sorry that's your father, because I can tell he's not raising you well, because I can tell he's not living a good life and he's not a decent man.
You're a black man, even if it don't benefit your goals. Do some push-ups, get some discipline. Don't cut them corners like your daddy did. Fuck what Ozempic did. Don't pay to play with them Brazilians. Get a gym membership. Understand, no throwing rocks and hiding hands, that's law. Don't be ashamed about who you with, that's how he treat your moms. Don't have a kid to hide again, be sure.
Okay? And so if you don't understand this right now because you're 6, play it back when you're 18.
Be proud of who you are. Your strength come from within. A lot of superstars, that's real, but your daddy ain't one of them. And you nothing like him. You'll carry yourself as king. Can't understand me right now. Just play this when you 18.
Okay? He said lots of things. He said things that are illegal. He said Drake was doing things that, you can listen to it. Woof. He even had this effect in the song. At the end of the song, when he's like, "You lie," he called him a liar several times, and he's like,
You never gave us nothing to believe in, cause you lied about religious views. You lied about your surgery. You lied about your accent and your past tense, all is perjury. You lied about your ghost riders. You lied about your crew members. They all pussy. You lied on them. I know they all got you in them. You lied about your son. You lied about your daughter, You lied about them other kids that's out there hoping that you come. You lied about the only artist that can offer you some help. Fuck a rap battle. This a long life battle with yourself.
"You lied." I was like, "Oh, that's too much." And he tells him about himself. He talks to his son.
Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father. Let me be honest.
And he talks to his dad.
Dear Dennis, you gave birth to a master manipulator. Even using you to prove who he is a huge favor. I think you should ask for more paper and more paper and more paper. I'm blaming you for all his gambling addictions, psychopath intuition, the man that liked to play victim. You raised a horrible fucking person. The nerve of you, Dennis.
He talks to his mom.
Dear Sandra, your son got some habits, I hope you don't undermine them. Especially with other girls that's hurt inside this climate.
And then he talks to him directly, right?
Dear Aubrey, I know you probably thinking I wanted to crash your party, but truthfully I don't have a hating bone in my body. This supposed to be a good exhibition within the game, but you fucked up the moment you called out my family's name. Why you had to stoop so low to discredit some decent people? Guess integrity is lost when the metaphors doesn't reach you. And I like to understand cause your house was never a home. 37, but you showing up as a 7-year-old. You got gambling problems, drinking problems, pill popping and spending problems, bad with money, whorehouse, soliciting women problems. Therapy's a lovely start, but I suggest some ayahuasca, strip the ego from the bottom. I try to empathize with you, cause I know that you ain't been through nothing. Crave entitlement, but wanna be like so bad that it's puzzling. No dominance, let's recap moments when you didn't fit in. No secret handshakes with your friend, no culture cachet to binge. Just disrespecting your mother, identities on the fence. Don't know which family would love you. The skin that you living in is compromised in personas. Can't channel your masculine even when standing next to a woman. You a body shamer, you go hide them baby mamas, ain't you? You embarrassed of them, that's not right, that ain't how mama raised us. Take that mask off, I wanna see what's under them achievements. Why believe you? You never gave us nothing to believe in.
He also talks to, potentially, a daughter that Drake is not taking care of.
Dear baby girl, I'm sorry that your father not active inside your world. He don't commit to much but his music, yeah, that's for sure. He a narcissist, misogynist, living inside his songs. Try to destroy families rather than taking care of his own.
Which I was listening to, I was like, not again. I feel like once they find the first kid, you got to just get all the kids. You got to just have a whole grand family just so you know where everybody is. You know? And people go back and forth. Does he have a daughter? Does he not have a daughter? Some people think they've even found the daughter, everything like that. And I don't know. I mean, it's really bad. It's so bad. And honestly, I never wanted it to get to a bad place. This is something, I'll talk about this more in the future and everything, but I have a deep love, but a strange relationship with hip-hop, because if everything is in music, it's all good. It's when things leave music that things get bad, you know? And so as much as I joke about Drake and I like Kendrick and I've liked some of Drake's songs, I don't actually want them to do anything to each other, you know what I mean? Now, if what Kendrick is saying about Drake is true, we should lock Drake up. We should lock Drake up. And if what Drake is saying about Kendrick is true, we should lock Kendrick up, all right? Because, you know, it's a rap battle, two dudes that hate each other. Maybe they're lying, who knows? But I'm just saying, this thing, I didn't want to see anything bad happen to either one of them. But when Meet the Grams got released, I don't know what Drake thinks, and I don't know what his life is like, especially right now. But I think back to those battles and those beefs in the 90s, and I wonder if Drake wasn't like, I'd like to be shot, please. Like, Like, if you could just plug me one time and then we can smooth the thing over. Because then, as if Meet the Grams wasn't enough, Kendrick released a song called Not Like Us, which is the catchiest way to call somebody a I've ever heard in my life. You be dancing to it forgetting what the song is about. Like, you know. And then Drake released The Heart Part 6. And I think that's when he lost. I think... Because in The Heart Part 6, he's like, this was all part of my plan. We fed you information about me for you to say, so everything that you said is wrong. And don't you feel dumb now that I tricked you? And it just kind of felt like, you know like what a kid, okay, you know like when you play rock, paper, scissors, and you do rock, and the other kid does scissors, and they're like, no, actually, these are lasers. Ba-pow, 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 ba-pow. Because I was like, Drake, if it was part of your plan to feed Kendrick information about you for him to rap about very well, by the way, like even if those are lies, they do sound good and they sound very true. Even if you fed him all this information about you to rap about to then look dumb when it was wrong, why'd you send him that stuff? That's the worst stuff you could send somebody. Hey, tell him this thing about me that's not true but was true once, and tell him I'm a thing that no one wants to be. So now that it's over, because I do hope it's over, I feel like Drake should just release some songs about some feelings.
Drake, Kendrick got you back to listening to albums.
Yeah.
Listening to cut. Like, what is he going to say next? You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
the whole ratchet thing, I think it was fun, but it just didn't have the substance that I appreciate in music. You know, if you hear it at a club or something, you appreciate it because it's fun, it's loud, and what have you. But as far as the substance in hip-hop, Kendrick is bringing us back to that.
Did you get a chance to hear a lot of To Pimp a Butterfly before we had a chance to hear?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I went over to the studio and he played me a lot of the album, and I'm just like, wow, this is incredible.
Man, so you still impressed. You're like, man, like this is it. I'm
Right.
pretty sure that means something to someone.
Yeah, not only am I impressed, it's like making me want to go back and get on my grizzle. You know what I mean? I got to get back in the studio myself.
Man.
Yeah, you know, yeah, young, I got you. Look, I say, young money to the young boy dying out. You hear me crying out, you see me riding out. And if your man get the stunting, we'll buy him out. Cause we be living with these other rappers lying about. Drizzy Drake, what? Funk Flex, Hot 97, I'm so far gone. Yeah, I'm just getting started, here we go. Look. Feeling good, feeling great, how you though? Bet you hear my name every single place that you go. Sipping on pink shit, but nah, it ain't nouveau. Slow the F down for your asses on Pluto. Yeah, tell me what it do. I belong to the youngest Grammy-nominated crew. My city love me, but I got Toronto haters too that sit around and talk about what they'd have done if they was you. Yeah, but no, I ball without a sphere in sight. Club owners give me reasons to appear at night. And just know that I be in the mirror like, are you listening? I hope you hear it right. Yeah, I'm in the Aston doing donuts. I will kill the game and never send it my condolence. Taught to never love a chick and only love the moments. New York City, I could tell the people want it. What you got for me, Flex?
You said you're in the Aston Martin. You said you're in the Aston Martin doing donuts.
Yeah, I said that. And I'ma never send my condolence when I kill it.
Exactly. You know what it is? It's Hot 97 is the station. Funkmaster Flex, I run the city. My man Drake is in the building.
I'm in here.
We shut it down.
Give me something for the city.
If you just stepped into New York, if this is your first time in New York, you're tuned into the Kingpin.
Yes.
Hot 97. Should I give you something else? Throw something else
Please, give me something else. Come on, man. I'm ready. Give me something else. Yeah. Yeah. New York, I see you. Look, Oliver 40, I see you. Nico, what up? Ho. All right. I gotta get on my gritty. You want me on my gritty? All right. Look. New York. Check. I say it like this. I say, Vacuum interiors and shine wheels. What's your life like? This how mine feels. I like my seat back. I like my wine chill. I look good, smell better, and I rhyme ill. I say I'm at these girls' neck and head. You and your girl sleep in separate beds. And yeah, I guess but I'd rather get a check instead. I kill this, self-flex, it's dead. You got birthday cake, mine's wedding tall. Y'all lemon small, y'all never ball. I get the girl of your dreams and I never call. NY, I got it, I'm about whatever, y'all. Yeah, 40 here's my interviews, tone it down. I'm at your girl condo, getting shown around. Yeah, why you taking everything personal? This the in your face, all offensive on purpose flow. My city never effing need me. Yeah, oh wait, no, they really need me. Oh wait, hold up, young effing Wheezy. Holla at me when you done effing Wheezy. Yeah, okay, it's young Drizzy. Yeah, all right, I told you. New York, New York. New York, you gotta understand, I've been on the road for like 2 months, just grinding it out, you know what I'm saying? I've been on the road really like doing these shows every night. So I'm coming in, ooh. That's how you feel tonight, Flex? Hold up. So you called me off now. You called me all the way off now. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna get this. Hold on. Can we come back? Can we do it? Can we come back? Yeah.
Nice.
Hold on. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him.
So crazy.
I promise I'm gonna get him. I promise. I can't give him everything, Flex. Like,
no, you can't.
I can't give him everything because you gotta understand. This is my first. You want me to do it again? You want me to give? This is my first like real time on the radio. Like this is my first real.
Your first real like blast off.
Like with the big dog.
Launch.
Like with the.
Well, you know.
You know what I'm saying? Like.
And
it doesn't get much realer than
I want to get the story, New York.
Please.
Baby, you my everything. You all I ever wanted. We could do it real big. Bigger than you ever done it. You be up on everything. Held the whole thing, never own it. I want this forever. I swear I can spend whatever on it.
I study for a living.